Welcome everyone. I'm really glad that you're here, whether you're live or the replay, it's all the same. So my name is Orissa. If you don't know me, I'm a yoga teacher in Canada, and I'm just really excited to be sharing my practice with you all and connecting with people from all over. We're just gonna go through a basic feel-good yoga flow to feel good today. So let's start today's class in seated. So if you have a cushion or something just to lift your hips up a little bit, sit up on a pillow. If you can sit cross-legged, sit cross-legged. If that's not available to you, you could sit on your knees or on your heels. You can even put a pillow on your heels and lift the hips up a little bit. Just find a seated position on the floor that is comfortable for you, and then close your eyes. Feel your sit bones rooting down, so your hips are rooted and grounding down into the earth, and your spine is lengthening up, the top of your head reaching up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale out of your mouth. Slowly and completely out of your mouth. Let's do that again. So deeply inhale through your nose, and exhale slowly out of your mouth. Do that a few more times on your own time. So just following the rhythm of your breath, but really breathing deeply through your nose. Really feel into the pit of your stomach, the pit of your belly. Send the breath all the way down there, and as you exhale, just feel yourself landing here on your mat for your practice. Getting a little bit more present. I should have mentioned, if you want to share this video, that would be amazing. If you, or tag a friend, I think you can just share it fairly easily. If you have some people who might want to join a nice yoga class. Take another breath, and another big breath out. And now really bring all your awareness inside. If you've been on your phone or sharing this video or making comments, that's amazing and I appreciate it. But now just take a moment to really bring all the awareness inside and check in with how you're feeling right now. Wherever you're at in your day, morning, afternoon, evening. I know we have people in Canada, all over Canada, and in the UK, in Europe. So whether it's the middle, beginning, or end, just take stock. How is your body feeling? How is your mind feeling? How are your thoughts? How is your heart feeling? And I invite you now to set an intention for your practice. Hey, Orion and Marina are here. Amazing yoga crew in Montreal. My yoga crew, more people are joining, I love it. So I want you to think of something that, like an energy, a feeling that you need, that you want to feel today and for your practice. And when we set an intention for our practice, it just makes the whole thing, gives it so much more meaning, and we can really saturate every moment, every breath with that intention of bringing that goodness, whatever goodness that is, bringing that into our practice and into our lives. So the intention, the simple, beautiful intention I'm offering today is just feeling good. Just doing what feels good for you, breathing, moving, and just choosing to feel the best that you can in every moment of your practice and of your day. So breathing goodness, positivity in, and breathing out whatever is holding you back from experiencing that. Let it go. So now just deepening your breath a little bit and inhaling and exhaling out of your nose. And starting to breathe with that intention in your mind and in your heart. So if you have an Ujjayi breath in your practice, you can start to begin that now. If you don't know what that is, then don't even worry about it today. We won't talk about it today. Just inhale, exhale out of your nose as fast or slowly as you need to. And just with the intention of breathing positive energy, goodness into your body with every breath in, and exhaling, cleansing the body with every breath out. Yes, so much love. On your next breath in, circle your arms out and then all the way up towards the sky. Feel your shoulders opening, your chest, reach your fingertips up, spread them wide. And as you exhale, draw your palms together and bring them through your heart center and then back out towards your side. And we'll do that twice more. So following the rhythm of your breath, inhale, circle those arms up. And as you exhale, drawing energy to your heart. And then one more time, following your breath. Pausing with your palms together at your heart, eyes closed, spine long, smile on your face, take a nice deep breath in, breathing in your intention right here. And as you exhale, just let it go, have non-attachment. And then let's just begin a little more movement. Your eyes can stay closed. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Just coming into a simple twist, left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Reach your right arm back. Maybe the fingertips land on the floor, or just reach your hand back. Your spine is long, lengthening up, twisting from there. Gaze towards your right thumb. Inhale, come back to center. Both arms will reach up towards the sky. Yes. And then twist the other way. So bringing the right hand to the outside of your left thigh, left arm reaching back. Gazing back with your head towards your left shoulder, towards your left thumb. And again, come back to center on a breath in. Reach your arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring them behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And then squeeze your palms together. Have a little bend in your elbows just to start. And really draw the elbows towards each other. And see if you can draw your palms together. And really broaden across your chest. Maybe lift the gaze up a little bit. And then you can actually extend your arms straighter and press your fists down towards the earth. Maybe even start to lift them up with straighter arms, kind of away from the ground with straight arms. Open across your chest and breathe deeply here. Keep magnetizing the elbows towards each other. One more breath. And we'll go the other way. So gently release your hands, bring them forward, interlace them again, and then flip the palms so they're facing away from you. And now press your palms away from you, arms straight. Start to round your upper back, chin to chest, and then press your hands, the palms of your hands, press them away from you. Stretch across your shoulder blades, creating more space in the shoulders. Breathe into, send the breath to whatever body part needs it. Let's go one more time each way. So release the hands, bring them back behind your back. Draw the palms together, broaden across your chest, and then straighten your arms. Maybe lift the fists up away from the floor a little bit. Keep squeezing your elbows towards each other. Take a breath, breathing space into your heart. Openness, vulnerability, gratitude for all that is. Gently, gracefully release your hands, bring them forward, interlace them, palms flip away from your face, press those palms, press the arms straight, round your back, chin to chest, draw the belly in and breathe here. Gently release them all the way back. Inhale, circle your arms up towards the sky. So nice. As you exhale, bring your right fingertips down onto the floor. Reach up, get really long, and then start to side bend towards the right. crawl your right hand away from your hips and reach with your left fingertips up, and then as far over towards the right as you can, really stretching across the right side of your body. Use your right hand to press the left side of your pelvis down, so both sides of your hips are rooted down. If you're quite open, you could bring your forearm down onto the floor. Roll your chest open towards the sky, maybe gaze up, take another breath here. And then come all the way up, both hands reach, 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 yes. Left hand comes down, reach up with your right hand, and then start to side bend towards the left. Walk your left hand away from your hips, and then press into that hand so that both sit bones, both sides of your hips are rooted down. Reach up and over with your right hand more. Maybe come down onto your forearm, or just walk a little bit further with your left hand. Roll your chest open towards the sky, and then breathe. And keep breathing the whole time. Don't hold your breath. Amazing. Come all the way up. Both hands reach towards the sky. Exhale, draw your palms together through your heart. Pause. Close your eyes. Feel any energetic movements in your body. Feeling grateful for this moment. Sharing, connecting all together. And then blink the eyes open. Come forward onto your hands and knees. So move, if you have a pillow, move that out of the way. Toss it aside. You might need it later, so don't throw it across the room. Just maybe place it beside your mat. And come onto your hands and knees. So you want your wrists right underneath your shoulders. Fingers are spread nice and wide, and your knees are right underneath your hips. Your wrist crease is in line, it's parallel with the front of your mat. So spread your fingers wide. Most people have their fingers right close together. You want lots of space between your fingers. Press into your fingertips. Lengthen the top of your head forward, and then just see how much you can engage in this simple tabletop pose. So your fingertips are clawing the mat, your arms are pressing straight down, straight arms, and your gaze is down. And now draw your low belly in so your core is starting to engage, and see if you can just energetically lengthen your spine, lengthen the crown of your head, which is the very top of your head, lengthening it forward away from your hips. With each exhale, draw your belly button towards your spine, engaging your abdominal muscles a little bit more. See if you can just spin the elbows, the inside of your elbows, just gently rotate them to face forward. Keep pressing your arms straight, claw the mat. Now tuck your toes, so your toes are tucked, and from here, just hover your knees off of the mat. So they're just a couple of centimeters, a couple of inches off the mat. Your spine is staying long. Everything is really nice and strong. How is your breath? Keep breathing deeply. Feeling a bit of warmth, maybe in the core, maybe in the thighs. Keep pressing your arms straight, maybe almost rounding just slightly in the upper back. Lengthen the crown of your head forward more, and then release your knees down. Amazing. What a simple but challenging place to be. On your next inhale, let's do cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly down, stick your butt up, and then lift your gaze up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, go the other way, round your spine, bring your chin into your chest, and really press the ground away from you. So you're like an angry cat, arching your back. And now flowing with your breath. Inhale, belly drops, lift your gaze. This is cow pose, and then rounding the spine as you exhale like an angry cat. So flowing between cat and cow and following the rhythm of your own breath, just linking your breath with your movement. And it doesn't need to be extreme, we're just feeling into the spine, warming things up gently. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral spine. So neutral means your back is flat. Now you don't want the low back to be sagging. So like just give your low belly a little tap and see if you can kind of pull it in and press your low back up a little bit so it's a bit more flat and your core is more engaged and your low back and your spine is more protected. So from here, extend your right leg straight back. So you want your heel to be in line with your hips. Squeeze your glutes, your butt cheek, and your hamstrings, your thigh, your whole leg. Toes are pointing down. Your spine is long. Equally press into your hands. Just pause here. Notice how this feels. Keep breathing. And now the next option, you can stay exactly where you are. Option 1. Option 2, you can find your balance and reach your left arm forward. Reach with your left fingertips further forward and press through your right heel. Press it to the back of your mat. Every exhale, the belly draws in, finding more strength and stability in this place. On your next inhale, lift your arm and leg up just a couple of centimeters, and then as you exhale, like an angry cat, round the spine, but draw your elbow and your thigh right up into your chest. And then inhale, extend them out long. Yes, exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Finding your balance, finding some strength. Exhale. Finding movement and breath and linking them together. One more time, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Pause here, and then bring everything back down onto the mat. Amazing. Let's do one round of cat-cow just to neutralize. So inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, round your back. And then come to neutral. Pull the low belly in. Extend your left leg straight back. Squeeze your thigh. Your leg is as straight as possible. Toes pointing down, heel in line with your hip. And just pause here. Lengthen the top of your head away from your hips. Keep breathing deeply. Lift that leg a little bit higher. And it's okay if it's not as high as your hip. If it's okay if it's just hovering above the ground. That's totally fine wherever you're at. So this is option 1, and you can just do the curls with your knee, or option 2, reach your right arm forward. So spread your right fingers, spread them really wide, energize the fingertips, lengthen the top of your head, forward, and press your heel back. Press into your left fingertips, press them into the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale around the spine, draw your elbow and your knee right up into your chest. And then inhale, extend them long. Yes. Exhale, curl, follow your breath. If it's faster or slower than me, that is okay. On the exhales, you're rounding, drawing your navel towards your spine. Inhale, getting long. One more time. Inhale, reach, pause here. Lengthen, and then bring everything back down onto the floor. Amazing. Inhale for cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Really press the ground away from you. Stretch across your shoulders. Come back to neutral. Press really firmly into your fingertips. Step your feet back one at a time into plank pose. So now your body is long and strong and straight. Squeeze your thighs. Your hips are about in line with your shoulders. Tuck the tailbone down towards your heels, so that is engaging your core more. Tucking your pubic bone up towards your belly button, pulling your belly in, pressing the ground away from you, lengthening the top of your head forward with your inner elbows, spin them forward slightly. Keep breathing, feeling some heat in the body. And then shift your shoulders forward, start to bend your elbows. You can bring your knees down if you need to modify. No problem. And start to lower yourself all the way to the floor. Whew. And then arrive on the ground and tuck your toes. With your hands right underneath your shoulders, see if you can squeeze your elbows into your rib cage. And then from here, just gently pressing into your hands. Lift up for a baby cobra. Lift your chest up, open your heart, relax your shoulders away from your ears. The tops of your feet and your thighs and your pelvis are pressing down. Your glutes are engaged, your butt cheeks are lightly squeezing. Lift the heart up a little bit more, just lightly pressing into your hands, but really using the muscles along your spine, your muscles in your back to lift up even further. Keep breathing. Inhale. As you exhale, really pull with your hands, pull your chest forward, lengthen your spine as you curl all the way back down. Tuck your toes, press up into tabletop. And then with the toes tucked, lift up your knees, downward facing dog. You're making your body into the shape of an upside down V. Hips lifting way up towards the sky. Press your chest through your arms. Your knees can be really bent. Lift your heels, press your chest towards your thighs. And then maybe with your spine staying nice and long, you can start to extend the legs a little bit straighter. You can also walk the dog or pedal your feet out. So bend one knee deeply and press the opposite heel towards the earth. Maybe stay for a breath or two, and then just alternate, go back and forth, getting a bit more of a stretch in each leg. Beautiful. Gaze forward, lift your heels way up high, and walk your feet to the front of your mat. If you're ready to jump or handstand, go for it, if that's part of your practice. Inhale, halfway lift. So lengthen your spine halfway up. Pause here, fingertips are on your shins. Make your torso parallel with the floor. Some people like to look up, but I don't like to because that just stresses out the neck. I think gaze down and lengthen the back of your neck and press the top of your head forward. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale, really long spine. Exhale, soften your knees a lot, bend them deeply and fold forward. Beautiful. Take an extra breath here in your forward fold. Your feet are hip-width apart, which means about 2 fists. You can put 2 fists in between your feet. Amazing. On your next inhale, come back to the halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips. As you exhale, squeeze the backs of your legs. Pull your belly in and rise with a flat back all the way up to stand. Yes. Inhale, circle your arms, reach them up towards the sky, get really, really long. And then as you exhale, fold forward. You can bend your knees a lot. Fingertips come to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Bring your knee down. So you can come up onto your fingertips. Untuck your toes on the back foot. Press your left heel firmly into the mat. Rise up for a low lunge. You can bring your hands onto your front knee, or you can reach them up to the sky. Whatever feels better for you, do that. We're doing what feels good. Always listening to your body. See if you can lift your spine more as you start to sink your hips down and forward. Lean back, open your heart, and breathe in some goodness. One more breath in. As you breathe out, bring your hands down onto the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee up, and press into your hands really, really strong. See if you can step your left foot back into plank. If you have to wiggle it along the mat to get there, that's okay. From plank, shift forward and lower all the way to the ground. Knees can be on the ground. Inhale for Cobra. Exhale, curl back down. Press into the hands and make your way into down dog. So you can go through tabletop, or you can press up into plank. You can do some extra chaturanga push-ups. You can do whatever you want because this is your practice. In downward dog, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out of your mouth. Good. One more time. Inhale, exhale out of your mouth. Stick your tongue out and make a sound. Good. From here, inhale your left leg up towards the sky. Pausing here, both legs as straight as they can be. It's okay if they are bent. Your arms are also as straight as they can be. Press into the fingertips. Inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot to the front of your mat. Next to your left thumb, keep the back knee lifted this time. Sink your hips down, really press into your left heel and rise up for Crescent Lunge. So reach your arms up towards the sky, or you can have them on your knee. So your back knee is lifted. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Find a point of focus to steady your gaze, and then focus on your breath and focus on how your body's feeling right now. Maybe start to lean the chest back. Feel your hip flexor on that right leg opening. Feeling some strength in your body, breathing in energy with every breath in. And using the breath to cleanse with every breath out. We'll arch back a little bit more. Yes. And then bring your hands to the floor. Right hand will stay on the mat right underneath your shoulder. And then reach your left arm up to the sky for a twist. If your legs are exhausted, you can bring the back knee down onto the floor, no problem. Think about twisting your whole rib cage open towards the left. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky and spread them really wide on that left hand. Maybe gaze up towards your thumb or gaze down if that doesn't feel good for your neck. Twist a little bit more. Inhale. As you exhale, the left hand will come down and you're going to step your right foot to the front of your mat. Both feet at the front of your mat. Hip width apart. Inhale, nice long spine halfway up. And then soften your knees and fold forward. Beautiful. Lift up halfway again. Exhale, rise. Hands on your hips or out to the side with a nice flat back. Reach your arms up to the sky. Enjoying this new moment in your life. Exhale, fold forward. Moving and breathing with intention. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands or fingertips to the earth. Step your left foot back. Bring the back knee down. Untuck your toes. Really press firmly into your right heel and rise up with your upper body. Hands on your knee, or you can reach them to the sky and just start to sink the hips down. Start to lean back. Start to smile and breathe deeply the entire time. Breathe intention into every moment of your practice. Lean back a tiny bit more. Enjoy this place. Beautiful. Bring your hands down to the earth. Plant them on either side of your foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift your knee up. Really press into your hands and just make your way with the right foot to the back of your mat. From here, you can shift forward and start to lower yourself to the ground. If you want to move through chaturanga and up dog, then you can. And if you don't know what that is, then I say don't worry about it today. From the floor, lift up for Cobra. And then make your way into downward facing dog. Adding extra push-ups if you are keen. From down dog, lift your heels, bend your knees a lot, and press your stomach towards your thighs. Press your chest through your arms. Press your fingertips into the mat, and then start to straighten your legs a little bit more. Your butt bones are lifting up towards the sky. Your spine is long. Heels pressing towards the earth. From here, your right leg will lift up towards the sky. Pause. Keep pressing equally into all 10 fingertips. On a breath out, step your foot forward. Try and step it all the way forward. If you need to wiggle it to the front of your mat, that's all good. Keep the back knee lifted. Press your right foot firmly into the mat and rise up. So now we're in Crescent Lunge. So hands on your front thigh or reaching up. Relax your shoulders, relax the muscles in your face. And just start to bend deeper into your front knee. See if you can also tuck the tailbone down, that slight action of the pelvis, creating more space in your low back and more stretch in the hip flexor on your left leg. Finding strength and a bit of serenity, or a bit of peace and ease. Finding that balance between effort and ease here. Lean back a little bit more. So beautiful. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, bring your hands down onto the earth to frame your front foot. Keep your left hand where it is, and twist open towards the right. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Spread those fingertips and send positive energy out through your fingertips, through the crown of your head. Get everything long and strong. Keep twisting from your belly button, twisting everything above the belly button. Twist it open. One more breath. And then bring your right hand down, and we'll step the left foot all the way to the front of the mat. It's okay if you have to take a few steps to get there. Inhale, nice long spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, rise with a flat back, up to stand. Inhale, circle your arms, fill the pose, get really long. Exhale, palms to heart center, pause. Close your eyes. You can exhale out of your mouth. Check back in with yourself. How are things going? Okay, from here, we'll do a quick strengthening balance. So, a warrior pose. So, start to gather your warrior energy. Bring the weight into your left foot. Lift up your toes on the left foot to start, so that engages all the muscles in your feet. And then as you press your toes back down, see if you can spread them out to get a little bit more surface area on your foot. Yogi toes, spread those toes wide. And then keep the engagement in your foot. Press your palms together and kind of squeeze all the muscles to your bones. Get long with your body, and then bring all the weight into your left foot. And with your spine long and this back leg, the right leg straight, both legs straight, start to tilt yourself forward and lift the right leg up, coming into warrior 3. So you're making the letter capital T with your body. Gaze is down, back of your neck is long, or you can gaze through your eyebrows if you want to gaze forward a little bit. Press the palms together. If you need to reach them out towards the side like airplane wings, if that makes it easier for you, you can do that. Keep pressing your right heel to the back of the room like we did when we were on our hands and knees. And if you want to go for the full pose, reach your hands forward. You can either spread your fingers wide, or sometimes it's fun to make fists like Superman and pretend that you're flying through the air and embody that superhero energy, because we're all superheroes in our own way. Straighten both legs a little bit further and take a few more breaths here. Lift your right heel higher. Find that strength. Feel your breath. Bring the energy into your body. One more breath here. Amazing. Stand all the way up. See if you can squeeze your right knee into your chest. Get really long and tall. You're still standing on your left leg. Squeeze. Give your right knee a big hug, and then release it down. Shake out the body. How was that? Amazing. You're a superhero for being here, for showing up for yourself. Amazing. So now lift up your right toes. We're just going to do that on the other side. So lift up the right toes, and then as you put them down on the mat, spread them as wide as you can. Keep this right leg really strong and energized. Start with the palms at heart center, pressing towards each other, squeezing everything towards the midline, the center of your body can help you balance, and also having a point of focus, a steady gaze. And if your mind starts to wander and your gaze starts to wander, you're probably going to fall. So focus. Let's focus on our superhero energy. Lengthen your spine. Start to tilt forward and extend the left leg straight back, lift it up. Maybe you can get it up to this height of your hips, maybe not. It doesn't even matter. You're just doing your very best. The top of your head is lengthening, your spine is long. Press your left heel away from you. And then if you want to do something different with your arms, you can reach them out to the sides or reach them forward for Superman, Superwoman, superheroes. Press your right foot, press it into the mat firmly. You're really, really strong. And find your breath, find a little bit of ease. A lot of effort here, but you can still find that little bit of ease, find that balance. A little bit longer, you've got this, and it's okay if you fall, just come back to it. Come back to your breath. Lift your left heel higher, straighten both legs a little bit more. Yes, so amazing. You are incredible. And now stand up on your right leg and squeeze your left knee into your chest. Try not to touch your toes, just doing your best. Squeeze your left knee in, lengthen your spine up. Give it a great big hug. And release your left foot down. Both feet on the mat. Close your eyes and just shake out your whole body. Amazing. And take a nice deep breath in. And exhale out of your mouth completely. Beautiful. So turn sideways now. Take your feet nice and wide. Bring your arms out to a T. So you want your ankles about underneath your wrists, so, roughly. Bend your knees a little bit, and then as you straighten your legs, press into the outer edges of your feet so you feel the outside of your legs light up with strength. Lengthen your spine. You can reach your arms up to the sky, and then from the hips, start to fold forward. Bring your hands down onto the floor, maybe onto blocks. Maybe you're folding all the way down. Lift those sit bones up, 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 away from the floor. And take a few breaths here. Fold a tiny bit further if you can. Soften the body a little bit more. Beautiful. Inhale, come up halfway. Bring your right hand to center, so right underneath your face with your legs really strong. Twist and reach your left arm up to the sky. Twist from the belly button, your whole rib cage twisting open. Legs are still strong and the top of your head is lengthening away from your hips. Beautiful. Bring the left hand back down. Take a breath at center. And then left hand underneath your face. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Trying to keep your hips relatively stationary so that the twist is happening in the spine. Find your breath. Slowing it down a little bit here now. And then from here we will move to the floor. Maybe. Twist and breathe. Amazing. Bring the right hand back down. Keep your torso parallel to the floor, hands to your hips or out to the sides. Just take a breath here, lengthen the top of your head, get your spine really long, squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your legs, and then slowly rise with a flat back all the way up to stand. Take your time, go slow. Amazing. When you arrive, heel and toe your feet all the way together and step to the front of your mat. Inhale, circle those arms way up high, get so long. And then exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. You can move through an optional vinyasa or go straight to downward facing dog. And if you're like, what's a vinyasa, Orissa? Just go straight to down dog. So step those feet back, lift your hips up high. Take a few nice deep breaths here. Beautiful. From here, step your right foot forward. Bring the back knee down. Untuck your toes. We'll start with lizard lunge. So actually walk your right foot out towards the right, towards the outer edge of your mat. Bring both hands to the inside of your foot. So your arms are nice and straight and strong. And if your knee needs some support, what a pun. You can put a pillow or a sweater underneath there. Lift up your right toes, engaging your foot, supporting your joints, and just start to energetically press your knee, your right knee, press it out to the right, towards the outer edge of your mat a little bit more. And then you can keep your toes lifted or gently place them back down, but keep that energy. And sink a little bit more into your hands. We're just stretching out the hips, the inner groins here, in case you didn't know. If you need to come down onto your forearms for more stretch, then you can absolutely do that. If you need less, you could come up onto your fingertips or even have your hands on blocks or pillows or a stack of books or something. Just taking a few more breaths here. Close your eyes and lengthen the breath a little bit more, soften the body, just kind of slow the breath down. Bring everything back to center as we're just going to do some stretches on the floor. For the rest of practice, that might not mean that it won't be intense, but it won't be, it's going to be great. So from here, press into your hands, just send the hips back a little bit, and now walk your right foot, start to walk it across the mat. Your right hand will come to the outside of your foot. Keep walking your foot all the way across the mat, and then bring your shin down, coming into pigeon. Now, so your shin is flat on the mat, your knee is right behind your right wrist, and then if you're quite tight, your foot is going to be right underneath the pelvis. If you're really loose, your foot is going to be right next to your left wrist. If your hips are way up in the air, it can be really nice to slide a pillow or a bunch of pillows or a yoga block underneath the right hip so that it can relax a little bit. So find a place for you where you're targeting the right outer hip. Tent your fingertips or put them on blocks and just lift your chest up high. Get a really nice long spine. Open across your chest. Open your heart to all of life's possibilities. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, start to come forward. Fold yourself forward, and then pause at your edge. If you have a yoga block, you could put your forehead on a block. If you are folded forward enough to stack your fists and put your forehead on there, then you can do that. It just is really nice to allow your head to be supported by something, to be able to relax. Apparently the head weighs on average 12 pounds, which, I don't know, 5 kilos maybe, 4 or 5 kilos. So that's a lot. So if there's any time, especially in forward folds and stuff, that it can be supported and we can relax the muscles in our neck and shoulders, I say do it. Give your body a break, and then breathe space into your hips, breathe space into your shoulders. Relax and soften the body as much as you can. And if this is a really intense stretch, which it often is, super juicy because we store so much stress and tension in our hips, breathe into the intensity. Breathe softness, compassion, and love into your hips, into your whole body. And exhale out all tension, all worries, let it all go. A few more deep breaths, just a little bit longer here. And then we'll slowly start to make our way out of the pose. Come up onto your hands. Press into your hands, tuck your back toes, lift, and then press into your hands, lift your hips, and you can slide that back knee closer, lifting the hips up, and then you can wiggle your right knee back so you're in a tabletop position. Stay here for a few breaths. You could extend the right leg straight back. You could go into downward facing dog. You could move through a vinyasa. You could even just lay on your belly. So I want you to tune in with your own body, with yourself, and say, what do I need to release that? What's going to feel good for me? And do that. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Do what feels good for you. And we will meet in downward facing dog in another moment. So when you're ready, find downward facing dog. Press your heels towards the earth. Press your chest towards your toes. Take a beautiful deep breath here. And exhale out completely out of your mouth. Amazing. Step your left foot forward. Wiggle it all the way to between your hands. Bring your back knee down and tuck those toes. And then wiggle your left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Both hands will come inside your foot. So adjust your stance as needed. The right knee closer or further back. And if your knee needs support, slide something underneath there like a pillow or a shirt or something. Lift the left toes up now, engaging your foot, and start to press the left knee wide. Just with your muscles, don't use your hand. Just press the left knee more towards the pinky toe side of your foot. And if you can, keep the toes lifted or you can bring them back down. Breathing deeply into your hips now. More weight into your hands. Coming down onto the forearms if your body needs more of a stretch. And soften. Where can you soften in the body? Where can you relax? You finding your breath, and again, saturating every breath, every moment of your practice with your intention. Beautiful. Really press into your hands. Lift the hips up, send them back a little bit. And now start to walk your left foot. Walk it over to the right. So your left hand will come to the outside of that foot. Keep walking your foot all the way over. So now it's behind your right hand. Bring your shin down. Your knee is right behind your left wrist. And then your foot is can come right underneath the pelvis or right close to the right wrist. Slide the right knee further back for more depth. And if you need to, please use a prop. Slide something underneath your right hip. You want your pelvis to be you want it to be level. You don't want the right hip to be way up high and rolling. So if you need to prop yourself up, please do. Props are your friend. Tighten your fingertips, so just the fingertips pressing into the earth. Lift your chest up. Lengthen your spine. Take 2 breaths here. Beautiful. Heart open. Spine long. Deep breaths. And then start to fold forward. Come down onto your forearms if you can. And again, either stack your fists, rest your forehead on there, or on a block, or on something, maybe the floor, or a stack of blocks, or your entire bookshelf of books, if you have it right beside you. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your hips, and send the breath into your hips, maybe into your low back, into your shoulders, cleansing the body, letting go of something. Whether you're consciously aware of it or not, just use this time to allow the body to release. Deep breath, stay present, stay here, be here now. You can exhale out of your mouth if you need to. Beautiful. So slowly start to make your way out of the pose, walking up onto your hands. You can tuck the back toes and then kind of press into your hands, lift your hips, walk the back knee closer, and wiggle your left knee back. Again, tabletop, and now you do you. What feels good in your body. Extending the left leg back a couple of times from tabletop, going into downward facing dog. You can go into 3-legged downward facing dog. You can move through a vinyasa or 2 or 3. Tune in with yourself. Be your own guide here. Amazing. So, make your way. Now you can come into seated, bring your knees down, cross your ankles, come into seated, and then come all the way onto your back. All the way down onto your back. Feels nice. We made it. Extend your left leg straight. Squeeze your right knee into your chest. Give it a great big hug. If you have a pillow or one of your props nearby, just have it nearby. So squeeze the right knee. This is a stretch. Give it a hug. And then left hand to your knee. Start to draw your knee across the body, coming into a twist. Extend your right arm out to the side. Now, if your knee is way up in the air, if you have enough props, pillows, etc., to put underneath your knee so that it is supported, that can be really nice as an option so that the muscles can relax and you can just enjoy this twist. If your knee is in the air and it feels okay, then that's fine. If your knee is touching the floor and it feels good, then that's fine. Now just breathe into your spine. We're gently kind of wringing out the toxins from the internal organs. Send the breath there. Deep, beautiful breaths. Your gaze can be up or to the right. Try and melt your right shoulder into the mat a little bit more. It wants to lift up, but try and press it down just by getting a bit heavier, not by putting too much effort in. Beautiful. Come back to center. Give the right knee a squeeze and then release it. Extend it long, straight down the mat, and then squeeze your left knee into your chest. Give it a hug. Pause here. Breathe. Good. And then right hand to your knee. Start to come into your twist. Draw that knee across the body. If you need to use props under your knee, then please do. Extend the left arm out, gazing up or to the left. And now soften. Soften the left shoulder down. Soften across your whole chest. Again, wringing out your internal organs and creating or maintaining that mobility in your spine. Come back to your breath, stay present. And so beautiful. Come back to center. Give your left knee a little bit of a squeeze, and then draw your right knee into your chest as well. Hands around your shins, or they can be behind your knees, and just maybe gently rock side to side, or you can draw little circles with your knees, massaging up the low back. And then curl yourself up, lift your shoulder blades off the mat, curl yourself up into a tiny little ball. Drawing all that energy in, and then release into Savasana. So laying on your back, take up as much space as you need, feet about as wide as your mat, arms at your sides, and maybe just rock your feet in and out a couple of times, and then just allow them to relax and flop open or in or wherever. Your chest is open. If you need to kind of move your spine, if you want to grab an extra layer, throw a blanket over yourself. Make sure you're comfortable and warm. And get any fidgeting out of the way, and then start to soften your whole body. We'll just do one big final releasing breath all together. So exhale everything out. Slowly and deeply inhale through the nose. Pausing at the top of your inhale, sip in a little bit more air. And then slowly and completely exhale out of your mouth. If you'd like to do that again and make a sound and sigh it out, then please do that. And now just see how much you can let go. Relax all of your muscles. Feel your bones really heavy. Your legs are relaxed and soft. Your pelvis is heavy. The belly is rising and falling just easily, without effort. Your heart is open. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your arms are heavy. All the muscles in your neck are soft. Your jaw is soft. Maybe there's a little bit of space between your teeth. All the muscles in your face, just smooth, relaxed. Your eyes are heavy. The back of your skull is just heavy and sinking down. Just feel and allow your entire body to melt into relaxation, knowing that all is well. You are completely supported. All is well. Allow your next breaths to be a little bit fuller, deeper. Feel the inflow of new energy into your body. Deepen the breath and then just slowly waking the body back up. Taking your time, start to bring some small movements to your fingers, to your toes, maybe to your face. Smile, squeeze your face. Keep the eyes closed, maybe start to roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles. And keep deepening your breath. Feel that new energy flowing into every cell of your being. When you're ready, you can reach your hands overhead, getting a full body stretch, like a big good morning stretch. Even if it's evening, wake yourself up from your practice coming out of Savasana as a new version of you. When you're ready, bend your knees, roll to one side, use your arm as a pillow, pause here. Pause here for at least one full breath, if not several. If there's anything else that you need to let go of, leave it behind. Exhale, let it go, and press into your hands. Find a comfortable seat again, just to finish off. Lifting up your hips if you can. Close your eyes. Lengthen your spine. spine. And bring all that awareness back inside. Sit in this stillness, in this peace. Just for a moment, just tap into that. And also check in with how you're feeling now. How's your body? How's your mind? How's your heart? Noticing where you are now compared to how you were before when we started practice. Remembering what your intention was, maybe you can continue and carry that intention with you off the mat and out into the rest of your day and keep coming back to it. And if you ever need to, just pause, close your eyes, and just take one deep breath. And that might just shift your whole day, shift your whole moment. Inhale, take a deep breath in, circle your arms out and all the way up to the sky. Exhale, draw your palms together at your heart. Gently bow your head. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me for this practice. I'm so grateful to you. I would love to know where you are practicing with me from. You can comment. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment in here or send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. If you're interested in practicing with me more often, you can also send me a message just for more info, or you can join the Global Yoga Squad. If you don't know what that is, just you can ask for more info. But we have 3 classes a week and you get to connect with other members. I know a bunch of them are here today, which is awesome. And yeah, you can do the replays anytime, lots of goodness. So that's really fun if you're interested in taking your practice to the next level and yeah, practicing with me more. Anything else? No, except I hope that you all have an amazing day, an amazing, amazing day. And keep an eye on my page for the next public class. It'll either be in 1 week or 2 weeks from now on a Thursday, again, same time. So, yes, amazing. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing day.